Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Space Haven, where we join Emerson, Jimmy, Madeline, and Tala fast asleep after jumping into their tiny makeshift spacecraft to a new sector. We've traveled from the starting sector here with a single derelict to a new sector here where we have both carbon and noble metals for the taking. It looks like our next choice is probably going to be here. And while we're here at the Noble Metals, we're going to try to upgrade their ship a little bit, get a little bit more livable, and hopefully start concentrating on defenses, because it's only a matter of time before we are attacked or assaulted by pirates, and we really want to be prepared for any more of those alien infestations that we've been running into. So we're going to start out by watching our people sleeping. I like to use the sleeping time really as the time where we let it run on slow mode and then maybe start thinking about the spaceship design. I have a few hours here while they sleep. Let's do some sketching. So here's the sketch tool, and here's the total area of our ship. So our ship isn't quite centered in this total area, which is a shame, but not too bad. And just thinking about the scale of things, we're going to have to fill up most of this area. And it's basically going to be like playing Tetris with our resource segment, our sort of our away team segment of the ship, our drive and power segments, and our living quarters, our cooking and facility segment, and then finally our growing segment. In addition to all those, we're also going to need a bridge, and we're going to need some weapons. So we have, in addition to what we have here, we're probably going to need another small segment for growing. Maybe this segment here, and we could just concentrate on a rectangle. Another small segment for a kitchen. And then a small segment for a bridge. And then I'd say at least 2 weapons, a shield, and maybe some more hull reinforcement. So, and a scanner so we can see into other ships. So 2 weapons, a shield, scanner, another hull stabilizer, another hyperdrive back here, probably at least one more. We're already above hyperdrive limit for this one drive, so that's going to be something we're going to want to address sooner rather than later. So maybe that's what we focus on initially, is after we've moved these components to this wing, maybe we'll spread this hyperdrive out area a little bit more. It looks like our people are still sleeping. Emerson did get up to go to the bathroom, so let's give him some privacy, and we'll go into the sketch system and think about what we want to do. So I was initially picturing this ship as kind of a circular space station sort of idea, but I don't think we're going to have enough room. If I filled this whole thing out with a circle, it would be extremely tight. So I don't want to do that, but what I might think about is, what if this was like a segment from a big circular space station? So we could have this triangular thing, or if you imagine like a triangular circular segment where the bottom of that triangle is cut off, and then the outside is circular, and maybe even the inside is circular. And then if we had more ships in our fleet, they could use that same design, but at rotated positions. And then if we linked up, we could see that circular segment kind of be one big giant ship. So that would require like another segment here to be this diagonal circular shape down to here. And then if this ship connected to 2, so it had sort of a angle here, and then another angle here, and then I don't know, these corner pieces could either be much smaller ships, or I could do some math somewhere and figure out how big this had to be. This does look like a square section to me. I've never actually focused on that. Uh-oh, it looks like our people may be getting close to awake here. Yes, so they've woken up. They're doing their morning chores. Emerson out here in what amounts to probably the most comfortable wing in the ship right now. Although their kitchen is pretty nice, so I think we're going to want to wall this off soon. And I think having just a wall around this, maybe slide this over. Let's start there just to try to get these guys some basic comforts. Maybe get this little kitchen area a lot nicer before we do anything else. So we should be able to move this. Let's move it with this button here. We can move that a lot closer to the shuttles and still have some room. That gives us room to put a wall. We could probably move this light in, so let's do that. Let's move it closer to the table. Start thinking about our scale. Maybe move it right here, and we'll keep this power unit inside. Actually, let's try to keep this power unit outside the kitchen. We might have to move it. So if we move this here, then can we move this? No. So if we move this at all, it's not going to power that wall, and we need that. Let's move that lamp one more time. Instead of there, maybe we'll put it here. Let's get that wall going first. Maybe that'll give us a better idea. Interior walls over here. Let's customize. Put a wall down here, people. There's a light there. Oh no, it's on the other side of the wall. Great, perfect. It's like I had anticipated this. We'll leave a door there so they can get into the grow room. On that side, that power unit will be in the corner. We'll come around here, kind of leave a little alcove for that thing. Actually, that last wall, I don't think we want. So let's cancel that. Let's move this wall a little further this way. That's where the door will be. Except we can't have a door there, so yeah, we do need a wall there. Which means I do want to move that lamp. Okay. So let's put a wall here and a wall there, and then we can put another one here once we move this light. We may want to rotate this kitchen so it's on that back wall. Put a door here. Let's move this. Let's put a door there. Move this light. Let's move the kitchen. Let's leave the kitchen there. That's fine. Kitchen is fine. Move this light over into this corner. Or let's just delete this light or move it into this other room. That's what we'll do. We'll move this into the grow room. It's going to be hard to get around. Let's move it here for now. What's happening to Jimmy? I think Jimmy is stuck there. Yeah, we're going to have to dismantle something because he got himself stuck. Good job, Jimmy. Build that wall there first and then come back over and finish this. Alright, hopefully that drives the comfort up in that area. We can also surround their bedroom at some point. Which means we'll have to move this heater. We can move this heater, make a wall come out here, put this heater on a different wall. Let's put this heater there for now. Then we'll get a wall around their bedroom. It does kind of make this section seem a lot more permanent, but again, we're going to have to reduce the size of this system. We're going to have to replace everything eventually, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. All right, so this we'll put a small wall here and there. And that will give their bedroom, at least make their bedrooms isolated for now. We are probably still running low on hull blocks from last time. Let's make sure we have yes, we do have 2 people out there doing the mining already. They're starting with the carbon. Carbon is actually very difficult to mine. Interesting. And they do have all of the noble metals marked for mining, as well as all the carbon, so we will continue building walls. Not sure why it zoomed me out there. Okay, so this is a door that can't be built yet, and we need a wall here. Bring up build mode, insert wall there. That does it. Okay, why can't this be built? Some part of your ship is unreachable. What have I done? Okay, okay, that wall is too far in, so we need to move this over one more, because we can't get to that corner there. It was feeling a little cramped, I must say. So we'll expand that over. We'll move this over one. One more. There'll still be a wall along this side of it, which might be actually bad. Maybe we're going to have to just leave it in the kitchen for now. So we want them to be able to reach all of these grow beds. We'll see. Cancel this door. Still working on the carbon mining. Jimmy and Tala working on the remodeling, the interior decorating, etc., etc. Yeah, okay, so that's a bad corner there too, because they can't get past this chair here. So I think what we are going to have to do is just move all these beds down one. Well, I wonder if they can, if I just move these ones down, will they be able to access these beds? I could always rotate them. So let's assume they can. Let's move these beds down one closer together for now. Like so. Whoops, why can't I do that? What? Oof. Oh, it will not let me move that one. Interesting. Maybe the first one is gone, we can? Why not? What if it's this way? No. It's weird. Let's wait till that's completed. Let's try to just dismantle that bed and rebuild it and see what happens. Then we can move this wall down one, and they'll be able to get past there, because this was all terrible planning also. Alright, so if we put a wall here, they won't be able to get to the back of this. There's 2 spaces in between here. I thought I moved that over so that there was only 1 space. Damn, why do I keep messing that up there? Okay, now can I build a bed in the hole? Now the first one's gone. No, okay, it won't let me build a bed there. Interesting. What if they were foot to foot? What if this one we moved here? Do the same to this. Just for aesthetics. We should now be able to build a wall here, cross into there. Put the door here. This wall can be here, and we'll put a door here. Here. Okay, that leaves us a lot of space in the kitchen. For more optimization, maybe we can move stuff around, put a couch in the corner. We'll see. Alright. And this wall... we need to move this light over one. pretty much a can of worms anytime you have to move stuff around in a building game. But it's nice that they let you move things. That's really something that you don't see a lot in building games in general. So that's something good at least. Okay, what's next? Now that we've done this, okay, so we can't get in there to move this bed. So let's move this bed manually over, and then we'll try to move the... All right, nobody's going to be able to get in there because there's no space. Let's just stack these beds this way instead. That'll work. Okay, and then we'll want the heads on the top, so... Sorry, guys. Rotate these beds one more time, please. In fact, the right place for these beds is going to be here. So dismantle all of them, and let's put them back in the right place. So we do have to remember to allow for room to walk around things. That's going to be one thing that I will have a hard time getting right. I promise. Eventually, maybe, but at first, not so much. All right, so if we just put these beds in a line here, they'll have a full line to walk around. They'll have some extra space up here, maybe for some lighting. Let's make sure, yep, that's marked for dismantle. That's marked for dismantle. Let's make sure they have beds by the end of the night. I'm very tempted to go back and give them bunk beds, but I think the tiny little extra bit of comfort that they're going to end up with for having good beds is going to make up for it. So I'll put 2 there, and then we're going to have to stagger 1 down for the other 2. We might even just stack a 3rd here. Like this, head against the wall. That'll keep it nice and tight. Still can't stack a bed there for some reason. Why is that? Oh, because the light. Right. Okay, so this is actually the whole problem is this light is in the way. All right, so we'll have a bed there, a bed here, a bed at their foot, and then 1 more here. And that will stack our beds in a nice tight configuration. Actually, if we want to run a wall here, then it makes more sense to have this last bed here, or rotate this one here. Yes, so let's rotate this one here. You can even put it there, there, and there, and have all 3 in that tight little spot. But I didn't tell him to dismantle this one for some reason. It's like bed merry-go-rounds today. Okay, we have moved that, so we can get back to building the wall. Let's put this wall corner there. We now have a closed kitchen. That's something at least. Let's see if that, once that wall goes up, let's see how the comfort does in there, and maybe put, like when we can stick a video game console here, I believe. And a jukebox. We'll be able to fit both a jukebox and a video game console in the kitchen, which is nice. Jukebox requires... let's not do that. That requires a tech block, people. Yeah, let's not do that because tech block is precious. Does the video game console also require a tech block? Yes, it does. Okay, we're not going to do that now. We might do that later once we have a faster access to tech blocks, but tech blocks are really a hot commodity. So I imagine once we get those, we can give them some entertainment. That's going to improve the morale quite a bit. So once they have better morale, I mean, once we have tech blocks and can improve their morale, I imagine that's kind of going to be a higher level goal in the game, is getting them to higher levels of morale. Okay, so I did this poorly, obviously, because if I put a wall here, nobody's going to be able to get to that bed. So if I put 1 there and 1 there, those are both occupiable, but then I really want to put 1 here and 1 here and get rid of that 1 there. Otherwise, nobody's ever going to be able to get to it because we're going to want to put a wall on that side. So as this, we can put a wall here and a wall here. Maybe move this light No, we're gonna need a wall light. Wall light and a heater would be nice in that room. Yeah, okay, wall light and heater. Almost spent the whole day. They're almost out of time. So we really need to make these high priority constructions higher than everything else so that they have something to do. I mean, something to go to bed in. Alright, those are all high priority construction. We may have to tell Tala to not go on break just yet. Unless somebody else is doing that already. Is Jimmy on it? Nope. Alright, Tala, sorry. No break for you tonight if you're not going to finish those. Let's check your schedule. Oh, it's getting close. Yeah, we're going to actually keep you back an hour so you can finish those while everybody else eats. You were just a little too slow, Tala. Oh, Jimmy's going on break. Let's actually do the same thing to him because it looks like he would otherwise work. Jimmy. Good. Oops. Let's let Madeline go on free time, though. Sorry, Madeline. Your free time. It's these local slackers. You two who are out doing the mining, you do really need to get home. Madeline, Emerson. Yes, you're coming home. That's good. We're going to want another airlock eventually so that we can bring more materials into the ship at once. Jimmy and Tala. Oh, kind of close. We really need some beds tonight, people. Looks like you guys are staying up late. And you can skip some sleep, I think, is the wisest thing to do here. Make sure you get some food. I really want you to finish that bed, though. Why are you doing anything else? Frustrating. Jimmy, carrying to facility. Tala, carrying to storage. Alright, it's my own fault for messing this up so many times. They're clearing the space. They need to get things out of the way. Just need to make sure it happens before everybody else has to go to bed. So the chances are we're going to have to do that for everybody's schedule. Nope. Okay, good. So let's pause that. Make sure we didn't mess up their schedules too bad. These two who worked late, you guys can immediately go on a free time. Your free time is going to carry over to the morning. Everybody else can go to sleep immediately. Phew. Alright, while they're figuring that out, I can't build a wall here because they need to take those to storage still. But we can at least start this wall here, which is going to involve moving this lamp. So this lamp actually might make sense to put it in that corner there, since nothing else is going to be able to be in that corner ever. Put a lamp down there. I'm sure they'll never need to change those light bulbs, right? Alright, everybody's going to bed or eating. We did manage to get Jimmy and Tala to a point where they could actually eat something in time. We'll speed it up here. Jimmy's getting second helpings. Wow, that guy's a glutton. Oh, both of them are. Guess they're really hungry. We had to get an insufficient resources mark on our fruits, vegetables, and artificial meat. So that's actually something that we're going to have to worry about. They do have plenty of space food, so they can eat space food. No big deal. We're not going to have to delve into the human meat, I hope. Not sure where they found human meat, probably on that first derelict that was infested with aliens. Everyone's asleep now. Let's reset the schedule. Before I forget, back to normal. We're just giving them one night of slightly shortened sleep so that they could get everybody's beds built. After their management messed up allocating the bedroom space all night long. So with a wall along this edge and a wall along this edge, I think it would be nice to leave them a little room. So I'm going to bump that wall out to here, I guess, since that's where the kitchen wall is. Might as well. And then we can probably put we could put a small couch in there. All right, let's start the wall. Wall's going to be here. We're going to want space for another door. We'll put that here. We're going to want another door. We probably should put that. Yeah, we'll put it right there. That's fine. Let's make sure. Well, let's actually make sure to leave a space in there for now, so that they can get in there to clear that stuff out, or to move this lamp. Did we mess this up? But I think that's what I accidentally canceled. Okay, I accidentally canceled the lamp move. We'll make sure they do that. Let's check the quality of life in this kitchen area now, see if it's improved at all. Yeah, look at that. It's already up to positive, I believe. Comfort, yeah, we're getting positive comfort there. That's nice. So that's good. That means hopefully that their major discomfort statuses will start to expire the more time they spend in there. They're not really spending that much time in positive comfort yet, but hopefully we can get a positive rating in the bedroom. We can get a positive rating in the toilet facility here. And then we can focus on what really matters here. Let's take a look at our mining. So it looks like the mining operation is finished, which means it is time to jump. We're going to jump here where we can get some water and what looks like raw chemicals. So let's get the hyper jump ready. Let's take a look at what everybody does when we say hyper jump. Make sure we're looking at that. Yes, we have somebody jumping. Jimmy's immediately going to the controls. Jimmy, really? I didn't think you were much of a navigator, Jimmy. Okay, he's a decent navigator. Level 2. He's got our jump ready. We're going to jump. Here we go. Zoom. Okay. So jumping, we could go to this unknown planet here, but it doesn't... I don't see any resources. So we're going to hold that for later until after we've done some more resource exploitation. We're going to click on this one so they go there, and we're going to drop out of hyperspace. I did notice, if I go back to the map really quick, we have to wait for the hyperspace here. So we're going to pick up this water, we're going to pick up this raw chemicals, then we're going to get out of here as soon as possible. I did notice a hyperdrive fuel crystal here, and there is also another faction ships there. Interesting. So if we look at factions, we can see that that other ship is civilians, and they are one of our higher rated factions, so they'll be able to trade with us. Maybe we'll have some electronics components to trade with them. Looks like also we're seeing base metals derelict and some hyperfuel. So I think we're gonna try to get this water first. Water is super valuable, so let's immediately do that. And then we'll take a look at the what may or may not be raw chemicals there. Okay, all water. Definitely want all the water. What is this? Raw chemicals. Okay, so once we get all the water mined, we're going to come back and take a look at the raw chemicals. We'll definitely want those, but the need is not pressing. It's not something we need immediately. The water, we do have a lot of ice also, so that's not as pressing, but it's really one of those things we're going to need to keep alive, so let's get as much ice as we can. Meanwhile, people who are staying home can finish putting the walls and doors in for us. We don't want a door there. Double check the doors. The doors do require infra blocks. And I think we might be low on infra blocks. Yes, we are low on infra blocks. So let's hold off on making doors. And let's see if there's anything we can do about infra block recycling. So we didn't really get enough direct infra scrap. Oh, we do have infra scrap. Okay. So somebody should be making infra blocks here. We get half block out of every scrap, and we have at least 2 scrap available, so that's 1 block. That'll be enough to make a door. It's probably not a good idea to get down to 0. Soft scrap's useless. Whole scrap, we do have somebody making a whole scrap, so we'll get those eventually. We're up to 2, that's good. Energy scrap gives us infra blocks. We do have some of those. I'm not sure if they're going to do this, though, because of the conditional here is less than 3. I imagine that less than 3 is on our energy rods, not on the infra. And likewise, tech will give us some. We do have 4 blocks. we are currently doing tech scrap, but only if it's less than 4. We might want to change that to, oh, it doesn't matter if we change that because we don't have any tech scrap to scrap. So we are short on infrablocks here. Let's see. I think the only other place to make infrablocks, if I remember correctly, is in the advanced assembler. Just scanning these quickly. Infrablocks here. Sorry. Regular assembler, which we have. Okay. So right now we're making whole blocks. The whole block assembly is, if we have less than 10, we'll continue to make whole blocks out of steel plates. We also want infrablocks. We do have plenty of these, so let's change this to less than 5 because we don't want to waste all of our steel on those. It takes half a plate of steel, so for every 1 plate of steel we're going to get 2 of these. Good. And infrablocks likewise, we're going to need to make these. So let's also set up an infrablock recipe to make sure we have a few of those. We have plenty of circuits, so it looks like we should be able to make those no problem. It's a little bit unfortunate that we ran out. Meanwhile, we are making electronic components like crazy here. And steel plates, we're also making those like crazy good, so everything is functioning smoothly. We should be back in blocks in no time. Let's make a wall. Finish this wall up here. It actually might be smart to hold off on that and make that a door, but we can always break down the wall if we need to get in there, right? So let's just make that a wall for now. Walls, notice, don't cost any infrablocks. They're pretty much free to make. They do require tools, a tiny bit of tools, and tools essentially do require infra, but I think, but not a lot, and it doesn't really show you what the ratio is there, so I'm not quite sure. All right, just checking the comfort in this room now. It's still terrible because it needs doors. We do have some party ship is unreachable error here. So I think what we're going to do to fix that is, yeah, there's not really a good way. I guess if we move this light over, we could put both these beds against the wall. That's probably the best thing to do. So let's move this. Move this light over one, which won't really work because they won't be able to reach it. We will dismantle this bed for now. We'll move this bed in and then rebuild the other bed. I think that'll give us a totally reasonable layout, because that light will just give them a path around these beds to the top bed, yes. And then this other bed will thus be fully accessible over here. Kind of a pain to get that layout right, and this is even like before our final ship design. This is just the kind of the emergency layout. All right, speaking of layouts, let's take a look down here. So what's it going to take to build a new shuttle bay? Because, yeah, it would be nice to have 2 of these. All right, so this is going to take one of our precious tech blocks, 3 whole blocks, which we do currently have, and 2 infra. So we're going to have to wait until we have about 4 infra, because we want 2 for doors. Remember up here, may even just wall this off and just keep 1 door. Be our door. Maybe it's a pain in the ass to get in here right now, but at least it'll be comfortable. Although getting to the bathroom, yeah, that's a problem. Let's leave a way to the bathroom for now, just so for those middle of the night trips, they can get up and get to the bathroom easily without getting any nasty accidents on the way because they didn't have a clear route to the bathroom. Okay. So just thinking this through a little bit more, we're going to want this end of the ship. I don't know. We can continue to have the workstation near the drive for now. We would like to have a better hyperdrive. I think we're down 1 hyperfuel already. All right. It looks like we're done processing water too. So let's make sure to tell them to process these raw chemicals, or to mine. Sorry. There's 11 of those. That should go pretty quick. Maybe done before the end of the day. We're up to 1 infra, that's good. We're getting blocks, good people. That should be enough to put a door in here and hopefully get them some actual sleeping comfort. Get a door, put it in the bedroom hall. Could probably move this toilet into the bedroom, in fact. Let's put that right here. Does that give them a... Yeah, that square can be walked through, so even though it looks like it's blocked in there, it's still going to be able... They're going to be able to walk through that. That uses up the space a little bit more efficiently. It's still... Maybe we could rotate that, actually. Let's see. Once they've... I guess we have to wait till it's built now. No. We can actually just completely reset it at that point without waiting. Sorry, the life support is your toilet. No, facility. Furniture, facility. Furniture, facility. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, that's us. So they won't be able to get past if we do it that direction. We really want to go either this direction or this. That blocks the door. So that was the right way to do it. Building job, but not possible because we need an infra block. Luckily, those line on the floor there. It'll be fine. This insufficient resources message just means we have nothing to cook, and there is a cooking job in the kitchen that we've got running. There doesn't really seem to be a way to say only cook if we're below a certain threshold, but I mean, we are below threshold on... We have food, don't we? Yeah, because this generates processed food, but we have plenty of space food. That's going to last a few days. Assume, let's see, 4 meals a day times 2 probably, so it's probably 8 meals a day. That's going to last us like 4 days at least. We definitely need to get going on food production. It does look, speaking of which, it does look like we have space here for an additional grow bed. How much would that cost us? And how is this grow bed doing? Just take a look at our food growing. We don't have anything growing right now because when we moved it, it erased all of our grow recipes. That's no good. That's something to remember for sure. That could be why we're getting insufficient resource messages. Okay. So can we put another one of those here? Another big one would definitely fit there. Look at that. Yeah, and I like the idea of sticking it in facing the other direction just as kind of a style point. Let's check temperature in the bedroom. Make sure that, that, yeah, it's a little cold in there. We're going to want heaters. There's space for heater there. So let's put one there. Wall heater there. Probably one in the kitchen too. Both of those should be powered. Wall heaters don't take any special blocks except for infra, of course. So we may be running low on infra. I forgot to check what that grow bed took too. Yeah, that takes a whole bunch of infra. So it's going to be a while before they can satisfy these build orders. Hopefully they'll figure it out. We do have resources low on this recycler. Does it tell us which ones? Whole scrap. Whole scrap is low, so we ran out of whole scrap. We can no longer do the whole scrap less than 4 conditional. So we'll take that off the list. When we need infra blocks and whole blocks. Alright, meanwhile, is anybody doing mining? Yes, they are both out mining. We should be able to finish that and jump out of here first thing in the morning. Let's make sure that gets done. Looks like Jimmy is putting the infra blocks he has on. He's taking water to the grow station. Okay. Tala is carrying stuff to storage. There's a bug carcass down here on the ground. Probably we need an autopsy table in order to process that into food. Is an autopsy table something that takes infra? Yes, of course it is. Okay. So we're not going to be able to do any of those until we get some infra blocks. If there's anything we could sacrifice, I would, but I don't think there is. And then just refreshing my memory on what we needed for airlock is we really need tech blocks for those. So we have 4 tech blocks left. Now remember, the most important things the tech blocks are going to be for are for making refiners. We're going to need 3 for the chemical refiner. I think we figured out we don't need this one right away. We have the electronic fabricator already. We're definitely going to need this, so that leaves us with 1. Whereas this requires 2. So was there something that we used tech blocks on? Was it this? I don't think we needed a tech block for you. No, just 5 infra. I have a feeling like I just used a tech block on something. Not realizing that it was going to be a waste, but I don't see anything. Doors don't take tech blocks. And this facilities didn't, right? Maybe the toilet did. No, toilet didn't. Alright, so there's 5 poops produces 1 water. Great. That's a nice toilet system. Yeah, I don't see any. Oh, wait. Do heaters take tech blocks? Because we did put some heaters on the walls. Yeah, that would be bad. Nope, those are just infra. Interesting. So we don't have enough tech blocks to get to all of the resources we need, because we're definitely going to need optronics in order to, or is that true? In order to make, sorry, we're going to need optronics. This only needs, yes, this needs optronics, right? Yes, to make tech blocks we need optronics. So to make optronics, we're going to need an optronics facility right here, which is going to need refined chemicals. That's why we need chemical process. Okay, so to get chemical, we need 3 tech blocks. So we're going to need 3 for chemicals, we're going to need 3 for optronics, and then we're going to need 2 for this assembler. So that's 8 we're going to need. We only have 4. We're going to need to go trade. As soon as this is finished, we're going to have to go find a trading partner. It looks like they're just about done. Everybody else is already on break. Emerson and Madeline overworking themselves as usual. It looks like as soon as they're back, we're going to tell them to jump. We're going to tell them to jump, and hopefully that'll give them some time tomorrow to look at that new derelict. Hopefully there's some tech blocks on it. If not, we're going to have to find a trading partner and trade for tech blocks, because we're definitely going to need 8. Right, outlining what we've said so far, we're going to need a chemical factory next, which is nice because we did just find raw chemicals. It looks like this is not going to fit back there. We do want to keep a walking space, so maybe this chemical refinery can go here, or possibly we rotate it and put it there. It seems like the first option is a little more space efficient, like that. That seems to allow them to walk past and only waste 6 blocks in the corner there, where we can put a heater if we need it, or maybe some kind of air vent option. Another option is putting it here. This thing's 3 by 3, so it's either here or there. This is slightly more space efficient. I don't think it's going to matter that much. Another option's here. Yeah, maybe we just put it in the middle. Or here. Here's better, because then we can stick something against that wall. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do, although it might be nice to move this thing out 1, and then, yeah, whatever. It's going to be a pain regardless. Yeah, I guess even if we move it here, Okay, let's put it here. No big deal. It's probably going to cost some infra blocks that we don't have. Yep. So we're not building anything until we get some infra. Which means everybody's asleep. Emerson's not quite asleep. Good. All right, Emerson. Well, when Emerson gets to bed, in his new bed, who else is up? Emerson's up. Madeline's just getting home. Wow, Madeline. It's late, lady. You're not going to have time for food. It's already way past bedtime. And they didn't quite finish all of the raw chemicals. There looks like there's one left, so we're going to just abandon that one now. We can come back later. We don't have time for this. And in the morning, once they wake up, we can continue on and have them jump to the next system. And that we'll have to wait till next time because we are out of time. Take care. Thanks for watching.